Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, treasure hunters, coin collectors, and history lovers from all around the world. It feels amazing to have you all here again on our channel, where we explore the fascinating stories, hidden secrets, and unbelievable fortunes buried within the pocket change we often overlook. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic, talked about, and shockingly valuable coins ever minted in American history, the 1981 United States 1-cent coin, proudly bearing the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." Yes, you heard that right, this tiny copper-colored coin, which millions of Americans once carried in their wallets, jingled in their pockets, and used for candy, newspapers, and payphones, could today be worth a staggering $463,000. Imagine that, a single penny, once almost worthless, now transformed into a collector's dream, a shining relic of American history, and a powerful reminder that value can sometimes hide in plain sight. Now, before we reveal what makes this coin so special, let's travel back in time, to the early 1980s, an era of big changes in technology, economy, and coin production. It was the year 1981, Ronald Reagan had just stepped into the White House, MTV had launched for the very first time, and the price of copper was soaring to new heights. The U.S. Mint was facing one of its biggest challenges yet: how to keep making billions of pennies without breaking the bank. The 1981 Lincoln 1-cent coin, also known to collectors as the "Coin of Liberty," represents the final chapter in America's original copper penny story. It was one of the last years the United States Mint used 95% copper and 5% zinc in its 1-cent coins before switching to a cheaper copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. That change might sound small, but it marked a massive shift in American coinage, and it's a key reason the 1981 cent has become such a prized collectible today. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that first appeared back in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth. On the reverse side, it proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity, strength, and the nation's enduring respect for its 16th president. Every detail, from the shine of its copper to the crisp lettering of the word "Liberty," reflects the craftsmanship and symbolism that have made this small coin a beloved part of U.S. history for over a century. But here's where things get even more exciting. Not all 1981 Lincoln cents are the same. There are two main varieties, the 1981 and 1981D, minted in Denver, and also the rare 1981 S-proof coins, struck specially for collectors in San Francisco. Some of these proof coins have deep mirror-like finishes, razor-sharp details, and, in extremely rare cases, errors that make them worth an absolute fortune. In particular, those graded in perfect mint condition, MS-70 or PR-70, by professional coin grading services can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So how does a 1-cent coin jump to a market value of $463,000? It's all about rarity, preservation, and perfection. Coins that were struck slightly off-center, had unique die errors, or were kept untouched in pristine condition can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Collectors and investors from all over the world are constantly searching for that perfect, uncirculated example, the kind of coin that captures not just the shine of copper, but the spirit of American history itself. And let's not forget, the story of the 1981 Lincoln penny is not just about money. It's about heritage, legacy, and the power of detail. Every scratch, every mint mark, and every gleam of its surface tells a story of change, from the hands of hard-working Americans to the display cases of elite collectors. It reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry enormous significance. Today, this unassuming little coin stands as a symbol of America's resilience, a bridge between the industrial age and the modern era, between affordability and artistry, between the ordinary and the extraordinary. And as the demand for vintage U.S. coins continues to rise, especially among collectors and investors, the 1981 Lincoln Coin of Liberty 1 cent remains one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatic history. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector, a casual hobbyist, or someone who just loves a good story about hidden wealth, make sure you stick around. Because in this video, we're going to break down the full history of the 1981 1-cent coin, reveal what to look for if you happen to have one, and explain how you could turn a simple penny into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Get ready to explore the details, the mint marks, the striking variations, the composition changes, and those rare proof editions that have shocked the coin world. This is not just another coin. This is a piece of living American history, a symbol of liberty and legacy, and yes, it's possibly worth $463,000 in today's market. So grab your magnifying glass, take a look at your old coin jar, and let's see if you might be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Welcome back to the channel, and let's uncover the incredible story of the 1981 United States coin of liberty, 1 cent. We're diving deep into one of the most surprising stories in modern American numismatics, the 2006 United States Liberty 1 cent coin that's turning heads and making collectors across the world hunt through their change with excitement. Now, at first glance, this little coin might seem like just another Lincoln cent, small, copper-colored, and easy to overlook. But what if I told you that one of these humble 2006 pennies recently shocked the collecting world with a staggering value of up to $71,000? That's right, $71,000 for a coin that most of us have probably used to buy gum, drop into a vending machine, or ignore in the bottom of a drawer. So what makes this coin so special? Why are collectors paying a fortune for something once worth just 1 cent? And how can you tell if you have one of these hidden treasures sitting in your pocket right now? Well, stick around, because today we're uncovering the full story, from its minting origins to its remarkable rise in value. Let's rewind a bit and start from the beginning, the history behind the Lincoln 1 cent coin. The U.S. 1 cent piece, commonly known as the penny, has been around since 1793, and it has gone through many fascinating transformations over the centuries. The version featuring President Abraham Lincoln was first introduced in 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was revolutionary. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it carried not only Lincoln's dignified portrait but also the powerful word liberty, symbolizing the enduring spirit of the United States. Fast forward to 2006, this was an interesting year for the Lincoln penny. By this time, the U.S. Mint had long shifted from the original 95% copper composition to a mostly zinc coin with a thin copper plating, due to rising metal costs in the early 1980s. But despite being a modern coin, certain 2006 cents have captured collector attention because of rare minting errors, unusual die varieties, and a few ultra-high-grade proofs that were struck with exceptional quality and brilliance. In other words, while most 2006 pennies are common pocket change, a small handful have become prized collector's items, and it's those special examples that have fetched jaw-dropping prices. So, what exactly sets the $71,000 Lincoln penny apart? Experts believe the highest valued examples come from a unique combination of factors: flawless condition, full mint luster, deep red coloration, and specific die errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies that make them truly one of a kind. Some have even been graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, as MS-70, a perfect grade that's almost impossible to find in circulation. Those perfect coins, when coupled with their rarity and collector demand, have reached stunning auction results, one famously selling for around $71,000. Now, that number might sound unbelievable for a 1 cent coin, but the beauty of coin collecting is that history, art, and rarity often turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. Think about it, millions of these pennies were minted in 2006, yet only a handful were struck so precisely or preserved so perfectly that they became treasures worth tens of thousands of dollars. That's what makes the hobby so thrilling. You never know when a simple coin from your pocket change might turn out to be a small piece of American history worth a life-changing amount of money. In terms of circulation and background, the 2006 Lincoln penny was struck at multiple locations, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were intended for everyday circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins for collectors. Each coin proudly bears the classic design of Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse side with the word Liberty just behind him and the date 2006 clearly stamped below. The reverse side, still showing the iconic Lincoln Memorial, remained in use until 2008, after which the design changed in 2009 to commemorate Lincoln's 200th birthday. As for the current market value, while most 2006 pennies in circulation are worth just their face value of 1 cent, exceptional examples, especially those in perfect mint state, proof condition, or with rare die errors, can sell anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand. And as we mentioned earlier, that record-breaking $71,000 sale represents the pinnacle of this coin's potential. It's a reminder to every collector that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even a common coin can tell a story worth more than gold. So, whether you're a long-time collector or just someone curious about what's rattling around in your coin jar, this video will open your eyes to the hidden value that might be sitting right in front of you. We'll go through how to identify the rare 2006 Liberty 1 cent, what mint marks to look for, how to check for die errors, and how to preserve your coins so they hold, and possibly increase, their value over time. Stay tuned, because this is not just a story about a coin, it's a story about history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. And who knows, by the end of this video, you might just be inspired to start your own treasure hunt and maybe, just maybe, find your own $71,000 penny.